today? Are you okay? I really hope so. Today we are going to create a worm, okay? And to make this test just for knowledge, like the purpose of this YouTube channel, I'm gonna access the CPU and use it in 100%, okay? And with that file we're going to spread in many directories. So let's talk in more action. Let's create our worm file .py. Let's start it with the function to access the count CPU using the multiprocessing. Okay, it's already inside of the Python. You no need to install no package. Let's create the function unlooping function, okay, like the while through, and we use the pass. Let's call it burn while through we pass, and let's call it the name main to access the main file for I in range multiprocessing CPU count. Here I'm counting how many CPU I have per threads and so on. Let me show you what I mean. There is it. I have 12 CPUs. So we are I'm calling to access all the CPU you have on your machine. There is it. What we're going to do, and for each count CPU we're gonna to burn them with the while through pass, the looping multiprocessing process. The target it's the function burn and start it. Let's run it. I'm having the task manager here. There is 16%. Let's run it, and it's dropped to 100. Okay, that's with just one file. I kill it and it turned to 15%. So there is the program. So now we are going to make the copy of this program and spread on many directories. Now I'm creating a function to for each program we make a copy. It's copy with a different name. Okay, so let's make the function name the characters. Let's use the string to make the string ASCII letters plus the string digits, and let's use some special characters like and that. Now we have the letters, the string, and 3 special characters. Return, we join that. Let's use the random header, and we make the random choices. Now we path the chars and how many characters we would like to. Let's type it 10 characters plus the final file extension. If we going to use the point installer, we can make it the .exe here. There's the file name with the 10 characters .exe. Let's make a try. Let's print the function name. Choice. There's it. We'll create the different name of the file for each execution function. Let's pass we need to call the program, the first program which is running, so we can call it the current file. We need to use the OS to call the path and the absolute path, and we need to use the sys to access the program sys, and we access the position 0. That's gonna mean which represent the program you are executing, in that case the worm.py, but after I use the py installer, it will configure the worm.exe, so I'm calling the name with the current file, so it will going to start with the first program. Let's make a directory to spread the program, the worms. Okay, let's spread it on the, let's use this path. The R to access it in properly way. Now we are going to use this file with some directories, test1, test3, and inside the test1 the test2, just to understand the algorithm walking through the directory. Now we can use the walk. It's a very efficient function to walk through the directories. So let's use the for root gears files. It's what the walk do. He take a look at the root, the path, the gears, the directory's name inside, and the file names. Walk, and we pass the gear here. Let me show you what it do. Let's pass the C. So you can see it's walking through all the files. Print root. There's it. It's accessing all the root in the C, and we can use the gears either. And there's it, passing on it's giving the list empty because there isn't no directories inside the program files here. And the files, it's the file's name. It's access the file's name. When you using like the answer, you pass the files and you can encrypt it all on the walkway. It's just to show what the walk do, okay? And like I said, if you pass the jars and inside the folder have no directories, it will give us an empty list. And if you have so directories like that, let's go dir and pass. Let's take a look the root jars. There is it. Inside the test we have test1 and test3 folders here. Inside the test1 we have the test2 here, and inside the test2 it's empty. There is no folder, nothing here, and inside the 3 it's empty either. Got it? Okay, let's then in that case, if we pass another 4, we can walk through the list. Okay, so now for I in years, let's create it. Let's create the program inside the directories. So new file, and we pass the function name, creating the name for each looping for, and let's pass the target to access the full path. Let's call it target, but it's the full path. Okay, it's the path, OS path. Let's join to create the full completely path, and let's call it the root, the I, and the target, the new file. So it's the root, and I call in the folder, the directory, and calling the file name, and I am join all. That's gonna represent like something like that. And we call in the I, the test1, and the program like that. We have the path. Why I'm creating that? Because we are going to save it to execute in the hagedit, and we need the completely path to call it. Let's create the copy of the files either. Let's use the shoot tool, and shoot tool copy. What we are going to copy? We are going to copy our program, the first one executing, and we're gonna pass the target. What is the target? The target is the new path we just created with the name for each directories. Got it? And now we are going to pass this in the, let's call it the sub process. Sub process to create the path on the hagedit call. The path, it's the reg It's like we are passing the command on the CMD. Okay, let's call the reg add, and we pass the properly directory to save. Let's open it to save here, where when you start the windows it will be executable when the process start in the session. Okay, there's it. Now we need to pass the name, the type, and the target. Then the name, we use the v. The name, it's the new file. Now the type hag sc, like all of that. And the last one, the data, and we call the target, which will save the currently location of the executable. And let pass the shell equals true. And I think that's correctly. We are burning the CPU, and we are calling the name to save in different name and on all the directories inside this path, and we are going to save it to auto executable when the window start. Let's, in that case we are using .py yet, so let's just make that. Let's run it and you can see. Let's run it. Run. The choices, forget to, there's it. It's using 100 of my CPU. Let's break it, drop it, and here, there is it. Oh my fucking god. There is all the replicate. Let's open one, and there's it, the perfectly copy with the path saved to out executable. And it showed to copy just one file, but like we are using the while true, it's while you are accessing the directories and it's running, it will make another copies very fast. So imagine that bunch of the copies for each directory inside the C, like that. That would be gruesome worm to fix it and make your Windows back to normally. Okay, I have on computer icon here to create the executable. So we pass the exe here, and inside we can use the py installer, one file, window add, no console, icon. Let's use the computer.icon and pass the program worm.py. It's creating the program. There is it, the worm exe with the icon. There is it. And there is the file. If we execute it now, it's the exe, not the .py anymore. I'm going to delete because it probably will break the Windows, and I don't want to do that in that computer. That would be saved to use an VirtualBox to make the test, okay, with the executable. And if we pass like in that way, that will be a tarnish worm on the computer that will break your CPU, your logical CPUs, okay? That would be a tarnish way to destroy the process and break all the computer is doing. So there is it, fellas. I hope you have enjoyed. If you like it, thumbs up for more videos. That's all for now.